That's shot put. Okay. But the woman's one is lighter.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Soda Popture, or shot put discussion. You know, if the shot put
between
discussion,
three people who don't know very much about shot put,
and the discussion is ending now. So if you've tuned in for the shot put discussion,
too late.
Too late. This is actually a show where we talk about Hollywood news and have soda reviews that we review by drinking the sodas, and that's how we know what they taste like to review them. So, joining you on your live stream is myself, your wonderful host, Alexander Jones, and I'm also joined by my co-host, Adam, and special guest, Lana Walters. Hey, what are you doing here? Hello.
I just wandered in.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much for coming on the show. You get to drink sodas with us, you get to talk about movies. We don't know, no, we're not really talking about movies today, but what we are talking about is the news, or what I, as a film buff, consider the news. It's not politics, it's politics.
It's not things that are important, it's just stuff we're interested in.
If movies mattered, we'd be talking about the issues that matter.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So, just very briefly, before we get into our top stories tonight, a few things that have happened in the week that has gone by. A Karate Kid sequel series was announced for YouTube Red called Cobra Kai. You guys seen Karate Kid?
What, the Jaden Smith one?
No, the original one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, is this a sequel to the Jaden Smith one, or
Yes.
the original?
Sequel to the Jaden Smith one.
So he's going to be in it.
No, sorry, it's a sequel to the original one.
Oh.
So it's going to have the original Mr. Miyagi in it.
Yeah, I think so.
Is he alive?
I don't think so. Anyway, that's not one of our main stories, so we don't have to cover it. The first images of Josh Brolin's Cable from Deadpool 2 was released as well. So
Saw that.
You guys see Cable?
Looks cute.
I love Deadpool. So
Yeah.
I
Cool.
haven't seen it, but yeah.
There was also some new photos from Star Wars The Last Jedi that were released today. There's a cute little animal in it. The Dark Tower, Stephen King's Dark Tower film adaptation premiered and was met with pitiful reviews. And the initial review of Marvel's upcoming new TV show Inhumans was also pitiful. The X-Files Season 11 was confirmed to feature only 2 out of 10 episodes that will centre on the show's overarching mythology, which I don't know if you guys are X-Files fans, but that's good news for X-Files fans. And Brian Fuller is working to get his cancelled show Hannibal back up and running. Now, before we get into our big main story for the night, that's not the right soda, we're going to drink...
Pocket?
I do for this show.
Oh.
We've got bacon and chocolate.
Bacon?
Leicester's Fixins. The Leicester has provided us with plenty of these. I don't need to do that for this one. This is a twist top.
Whoa, so strong.
That's very syrupy.
You just wanted to show off your can opener.
Use it later. Sniff it.
It does smell like chocolate.
It does.
It smells like Milo.
Yeah.
Everybody loves Milo.
Oh. It smells good.
Yeah, it smells good.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of them smell good though. But before we partake in Leicester's Fixins bacon soda with chocolate, I'm going to pour one out for country music legend Glenn Campbell, the Rhinestone Cowboy, who passed away at 81 this week. But enough of that. Enough sad talk. We're going to drink some sodas.
Gimme.
Bacon and chocolate.
Okay, shall we? Cheers to Glenn Campbell.
Cheers to Glenn Campbell. Thanks, Glenn.
Yeah, very chocolatey.
You can definitely taste like what I would describe as like charred bacon.
Yeah. At the end. Aftertaste.
It's very after. This is a very aftertasty drink. The rest of it just kind of tastes like slightly carbonated chocolate syrup.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Agreed.
It's like a melted Easter egg.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is.
Imagine if they made bacon Easter eggs. They probably do somewhere.
America.
Remember when
somewhere.
Bacon was like the biggest meme out, and like everyone was like, bacon's so good, I would die for bacon. And then everyone rejected that because it was too normal, and everyone was like, bacon's not even that good.
I'm vegan.
Yeah, everyone became vegan because they got sick of the bacon meme. All right, so our first topic tonight is Disney is leaving Netflix. Disney is leaving Netflix to start their own streaming service. What?
Whoa.
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 That's a big deal.
Disney this week have announced that they will be pulling their films and TV shows off streaming conglomerate Netflix with the intention of starting their own streaming platform. The news comes from the company's latest earnings report and is expected to come to fruition by the end of 2018 for the direct-to-consumer streaming service to be up and running by 2019. The shift will see classic Disney and Pixar films removed from Netflix, though the Netflix original Marvel TV shows such as Daredevil and Jessica Jones, which technically fall under Disney's umbrella, will remain on Netflix.
I was wondering about that.
Well, there you go. However, Marvel movies, as well as Star Wars, which are both owned by Disney, may also end up getting their own separate streaming service, separate from... So you'll have StarWarsStream.com and DisneyStream.com and MarvelStream.com.
Oh, dear.
This is to avoid branding and demographic issues, as both tentpole franchises, Star Wars and Marvel, are at times a touch more mature and darker than like Moana or Toy Story. So
I don't know. I beg to differ.
I mean, kids are going to enjoy Star Wars just as much as they're going to enjoy, whatever Disney movie you like, Beauty and the Beast.
I would argue something like Snow White is probably a lot darker than Star Wars.
I think it's more Star Wars actually has like violence in it. Like I could see, like I feel like a lot of parents are going to be like, you know what? I'll let my kid watch a cartoon. It's a cartoon. What's the worst that's going to happen? But they're not going to necessarily let them watch Star Wars. But just,
What about Bambi?
they don't have to be.
That's dark.
That's true. Yeah, maybe there should be a mature Disney and an immature Disney. Bambi goes in.
But everything, all the live actions, they're pretty dark. Like Maleficent was pretty dark.
I haven't seen that.
That's true, actually. Yeah, their live action stuff.
But they're going to do everything live action. Bambi.
That's true, yeah.
I can't wait to see the Bambi live action.
Disney CEO Bob Iger, I think I'm saying that right, I'm sure I've heard it said before.
Yeah,
Bob Iger has stated that while the relationship with the company is good, the move to their own service will help them, will give them more control over their own destiny, unquote.
But will probably lose them a lot of viewers.
Well, Netflix stock dropped more than 5% after the news was announced.
I'm surprised because Netflix would have been or have been gearing up for something like this by making only their own, a lot of their own content.
Yeah.
So a lot of the money that Netflix make, they invest back into their own shows. Some of them happen to be Marvel shows. But yeah.
I bet like something's going to happen with the Marvel shows. Like that'll be the first like...
I'm sure a lot of the profits from those shows go back to Disney, but
yeah.
Netflix has a big enough catalog that even if all of the content that they didn't make was taken away from the service, they'd still have stuff to watch, like quite a lot of stuff to watch. So I don't think it's a huge deal for them.
I disagree.
Netflix isn't going to go under because of it.
No, I don't think it'll go under, but I think both companies are going to lose out of this.
I think Disney more than Netflix.
Okay. What do you think, Lana?
What about Lightbox? Why isn't anyone talking about Lightbox?
Where are the Lightbox originals, man? I'd be all over that.
Yeah.
Because they'd be New Zealand made and be average.
Maybe Soda Popture could get picked up by Lightbox.
Yes.
There you go.
Hey.
I'm already smarter than Bob Iger. Suggesting these
I
things.
also want to know if it's Netflix and chill. What is Disney and
what's
Disney and Playdate.
Hold hands.
Disney
Playdate,
and Sing?
Disney and Sing. That's a good one.
That sounds like a real thing,
What?
actually.
Coming to a Tinder near you.
A lot of people are actually saying that this will see a rise in what was a depleting amount of video pirates, because streaming services, not everyone pirates everything anymore, like they did probably 10 years ago. But with multiple platforms, like because I know you've got other streaming services now, but like you have Netflix and then you might get one of the others, for certain shows.
Personally, I would only ever consider getting one at a time.
Purist.
No, not because of that. I'm just like,
YouTube.
I'm not going to be bothered to be like, oh, what should I watch tonight? Which one should I check first? Oh, I'll look through the Netflix catalog. Oh, there's nothing to watch here. Maybe I'll go check the other one. It's just like...
What is so wrong with that? You got your Video Easy membership. You got your Blockbuster membership.
Well, I just go to the one that's closer.
What is wrong with that people are saying is who's going to be paying for all these services? Because you've got Disney stuff on Netflix at the moment. And Disney, Disney are biggest film company out there. It's going to be a real bummer. I say that with confidence. It might not be true. I'm assuming it's true. I'm pretty sure people are going to get. My point is, people are going to get sick of paying for Netflix and Disney Stream and Marvel Stream and Star Wars Stream.
That's what I'm saying.
And
I wouldn't.
I
wouldn't pay for those many. How many are there going to be? 3 from Disney?
Well, possibly. They don't know what they're doing with Star Wars or Marvel yet.
But if you just log into your mum's subscription on all of them,
That's true.
you
Yeah.
don't have
Why
to
don't
pay.
you get a subscription to one? I'll
Okay,
get a
that's a good
subscription to
idea.
the other, and then you get a subscription to the last one, and then we can all just share accounts.
Sounds like a good plan.
If you have any thoughts on this very futurist topic for Soda Popture, we've not really talked about this sort of thing much. Please leave a comment and tell us what you
I should be reading the
think.
comments.
Are there any
phone's just
comments?
locked.
Maybe there aren't, and that'd be embarrassing.
No, there are.
Oh, good.
I think it was just your brother saying, "Yay, Hannibal," and Richard saying that Mr. Miyagi's dead.
Aww.
Well, pour one out. Two. You better drink that because we gotta.
Really is. Oh my gosh.
We gotta
Did
drink
you,
some sodas.
did you get more of that
Do we
stuff?
have any vodka? Or...
To weaken it?
This is not
Oh,
vodka Popture.
It does taste like something you might find with a cigarette in it after a party.
Totally
Oh,
does.
gosh.
I think all Leicester's Fixins
Are you saying
kinda
it tastes
that.
like cigarettes? Or are
I'm
you saying that...
if you're so hungover that you reach for the nearest drink. And it's got a cigarette.
So it's the kind of drink someone would not finish.
Yeah.
And just be like, I don't want the rest
Yeah.
of this, and just leave it on the floor.
And then you're 4 years old. Your parents are having a house party,
Yeah.
and you wander out of your room in the middle of the night, and someone's left a brandy with a cigarette in it,
Yeah.
and you drink it. I would have done.
Look,
I was that kid.
those were
I
the
know
days.
you were too.
I wasn't.
Yeah, you were.
Don't you judge
Come-
me.
come
Oh, come on.
Don't
We
you.
all drank a cigarette-infused brandy when we were a child.
We loved it.
I don't mean to hurry you up,
So,
but
yeah, it's revolting.
this might be the record
this
for
Fear Factor?
the slowest drinker on Soda
How much
Popture,
did
though.
you get? I only had half.
Oh, good.
Yeah, it almost looked like you had more than what I gave you.
Yeah, to begin with.
I somehow produced more.
Cool. So that's that story for our first story. And before we get to our second story, I'm going to pull out
Pop the
this
next
soda,
one.
which is
Get
a
it? Pop?
six barrel soda, salted cucumber soda.
Whoa.
No!
I found this at Countdown.
Really?
Yeah, I think I have to use this one.
Do you remember
Cucumber.
when me and you went to the Six Barrel Soda Company cafe in Wellington?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, good times.
I don't remember that.
That's where they make that stuff.
You were
Why didn't
invited.
you- Well, look, I feel like it wasn't.
We met Brett McKenzie twice that weekend,
Whoa.
unrelated to each other.
Exciting.
And he remembered us from the first time.
He probably told his wife about us.
Probably. He was like, I bumped into the same two fans twice. It was really awkward.
I think they were stalking me. Before we partake, though, I'm going to pour one out for Haruo Nakajima, the original man in the Godzilla suit, who died this week at 88. If you listen to the Cult Popture podcast, you'll know that Godzilla is very special to our hearts, as we just watched all 31 of them.
What do you think of Shin Godzilla?
It's good.
Jovial Entertainment will have a Shin Godzilla review coming out soon.
Can I be on it?
No, we've already filmed it.
Oh.
All right. I'm interested about this one, eh? It'll probably taste a little
I'm
bit like
a big
bacon
cucumber
chocolate.
fan normally, so
Cucumber doesn't really have much
You
of a
know,
flavour, though.
it smells kind of nice.
it
Smells like salty cucumber.
it smells
like pickles.
like a face mask.
To Haruo Nakajima. I think I'm saying that right. Sorry if I'm not. Oh, that's very pickly.
It's quite salty.
Oh, that tastes like a pickle. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Tastes like feet. I would say.
It tastes like if you kind of swirled a pickle around in some fizzy water for a bit and threw the pickle out.
Who would drink this? Man, 6 barrel soda, what are you doing?
I don't know.
I feel like this is one of those, healthy artisan
Yeah, it
drinks.
tastes healthy. That's the problem.
And mint.
Oh, is there mint in it as well?
I'm not tasting mint.
I am now that someone said
Yeah, I
it.
can the mint.
You can hear it.
I mean, cucumbers are made of pickles, right? Other way
No.
around.
Yes.
Two pickles love each other very much. They get
Okay.
together and they make a cucumber.
I think they're baby cucumbers. Like they don't
No,
let
they're
them
pickled
grow.
cucumbers.
No, but they're small.
Yeah, 'cause
Cucumbers
they're
are much
pickled.
bigger than pickles.
They're pickled.
Well, wait,
Pickling is a verb, like you pickle something.
Yeah, but I don't think they would shrink that much. I'm pretty sure they get the cucumbers when they're little and put them in a jar.
I know there are some pickle experts watching, so
Please
comment how pickles are made.
Richard said,
so are baby carrots the babies of carrots?
no, they're shaved down ugly carrots.
What?
Fact.
Wow.
How do you
Yeah.
know they were originally ugly?
Because the
No one
guy
wants
who
to sell
invented them couldn't sell his ugly carrots. So he had all these leftover carrots, so he planed them down or shaved them down.
That should be a
into-
blockbuster movie about this guy with ugly carrots.
Ugly Carrots.
Yeah.
Coming to a cinema near you. You learn so much on the show, eh? Like, I always learn stuff about carrots and pickles.
And Hollywood news.
Yeah, and Hollywood
And
news.
sodas.
Speaking of which, and speaking of Disney, we're still talking about them because Disney are going to gauge audience reactions with facial recognition software.
What?
Isn't that creepy?
I wonder if they'll assign an emoji to each person.
That's a good point.
Because how many facial expressions are there otherwise? How do you define
Countless.
that? Yeah, exactly. So if you choose an emoji to define, well, like a series of facial expressions, then you can kind of categorize each one, right? I'm so clever. They should do that.
So Disney Studios are currently developing an artificial intelligence which will monitor your face while you watch the film in the cinema.
My
Adam,
face.
it's you specifically. In order to understand the audience, how audiences respond to certain films, the software will also be able to predict how specific audiences will feel about future moments in the film they are watching. The data collected would allow for a more scientific understanding of certain filmgoers' feelings and opinions instead of relying on test audiences explaining how they feel themselves in their, broken human articulation. Not English. Not necessarily.
Broken English.
Um,
They're all foreigners. All test screening.
Now, while this software has obviously sparked numerous privacy concerns, it has also opened up an exciting conversation about interactive storytelling, with the exciting possibility of changing what happens in a film halfway through as the audiences watch it based off their reactions. That's where we're heading.
Woo! What? The part that bothers me is them saying they'll decide what you're going to think of the rest of the film by how you react at the start. But sometimes you get convinced throughout the film.
Yeah, I've seen movies that I've like.
You'll get 5 douchebags in the front row.
Going like,
Yeah.
That's
Trying
so
to
funny.
mess with the system
Aw.
to
That's
get the
so
weirdest
funny.
possible ending to the movie.
I love that. That's I hope that happens. I'm going to do that. If this comes to New Zealand, I'm going to sit in the front row and like if something surprises me, I'm going to be like. and if something like if I think something's really funny, I'm going to be like. Like just get real angry and like what film would artificial intelligence make
Based on that.
based off someone lying about their emotions?
This is the beginning of the end. This is how we create an evil AI.
No, this is avant-garde, man. This is avant-garde. Film. This is what it's going to make.
Wow. I don't know.
So basically every screening is a test screening.
Well, I mean, who knows when this is going to go into effect, if at all. But yeah.
I'm also wondering how they'll do it because movie cinemas are very dark. Cameras can't see very well in the dark.
Okay.
It's
And-
actually a night vision.
Oh.
So like infrared or something like that.
Okay.
Okay. B, people sitting close to the screen are going to be much closer to the camera. So will their faces count for more, or
I don't know.
can it see the people at the back?
I don't know if
or-
Disney have said. I don't even know if Disney talked about this in like a public. Well, I think that was like recorded off like a conference they were doing, but I don't think this is necessarily going to be in every theatre. I think maybe it will just be used for test audiences, and maybe there's nothing wrong with that if you consent to that as you walk in. But are you worried about privacy concerns? Cult politics. Here we go. MP. What was it called? Who was spying on us?
What? GCSB.
Yeah, GCSB.
Five Eyes.
Flybys.
Flyby's, they're spying on us.
One card.
Who has a one card?
I do.
Do you?
Yeah.
They always ask me, scan your one card. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
And then it'll take ages, and I'm like, just... Anyway.
Yeah.
Privacy concerns.
I mean, Facebook is always trying to cater my ads to me. And I always feel that's great because I would rather see stuff I want to see.
Yeah, I guess they're not doing it to like... I guess they're doing it to try and get more money out of you, but in the sense that they're making more movies you'd like. So is that a problem?
Oh my gosh, I would love to just have all movies catered to me. That sounds great.
I don't have a problem with them filming me watching a movie and gauging my reaction for upcoming films that they're going to be working on. What I have a problem with is the AI part. I don't want to see a different movie to one my friend's just gone to see, even though we thought we were seeing the same film.
Yeah.
And because we won't be able to talk about the same movie, I'll be like, oh, remember that bit? And he'll be like, oh, yeah, no. That bit didn't happen in my screening because some guy in the front row was making weird faces. So that's my problem with
The
it.
film I was thinking about when I read this was La La Land.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen La La
Yeah,
Land?
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
What did you think of the ending?
I loved it. I thought it was perfect.
You loved it.
I don't know if it was because of the ending, but I wasn't wowed by the movie as a whole.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I'd say the movie as a whole wasn't amazing, but I thought the ending was perfect for the movie.
Right. Because I feel like if they had studied my face, they would be like, she needs a happy ending. Like, when
Spoilers
back
for
Spoilers. Yeah. But, like,
Okay.
sometimes I need to be forced into a sad ending because it's good for me. Because
That's very wise.
Well,
That's very wise of you.
you know.
What do you think, dear audience? Tell us what you think about facial recognition software. Wouldn't it be funny if like they're showing a movie and they can tell because of the facial recognition the audience is not going to like where this is going, but they don't have an alternate ending film, so they're like, right, get Charlize Theron back.
Improv.
Like, we need her. Like, bring her back.
We'll do it live.
We're gonna film a scene.
They just have it.
before the end of
The movie cuts and she walks out in front of the audience and just starts improving.
She walks out and she's
Right.
like, listen, you're not going to like this. Just go home. There's no point. Maybe this is the end of the movie industry as a whole.
Beginning of the end.
No. But, like,
I like
I'm
movies.
a big fan. I think, gosh, it must be so hard to make a big movie. Like, to have to make all these bloody different endings. It's a
Yeah.
nightmare.
I mean, it happens all the time, probably. But
Did you guys ever hear of a movie called Clue based on
Yeah, man,
the
I've
board
seen it.
game? Oh, you've
Clue-
seen it?
Clue
I feel like
is
I've heard of
a
it. Have you seen
wonderful
it?
movie.
Is it
Yeah.
a good movie?
So, yeah, tell us what you're going to
I
say.
haven't seen it
comedy?
personally, but
Yeah.
it's a comedy, but it's a murder mystery
Okay.
based on the game, obviously, Cluedo.
It'd be bad if it wasn't.
Yeah, but apparently what they did is, depending on what cinema you went to, like what complex, you saw a different version of the ending. Like the killer was different.
Yeah, because if you've played Cluedo, it's
Yeah.
figuring out the killer's
Yeah.
different every time.
Yeah.
So Clue, the movie, has 3 endings, but one of them's like clearly the true ending,
Right.
and 2 of them are like gag
Alternates.
endings that I like. When you watch it on Netflix or wherever you watch it, if it's made by Disney, I don't know, it won't be on there for very much longer. But I think
in quick.
that if you watch it on there, it plays all the endings because that was the version I saw. It's like funny ass movie, man. It's so
Yeah?
good.
Oh,
watch
cool.
Clue, please.
I
watch
love the
Clue.
game.
Yeah,
There's a
always
lot
wanna
of
be
comments, but they're
Scarlet.
only from 2 people.
That's depressing.
People.
Richard said, don't read out my comment. But I don't know which one he's talking about, so I
Fair
can't
enough.
anyway.
I can't drink this, guys.
Yeah, it's not
Do you
very
want to
good.
pour it into the?
It's not very good.
Into the big cup.
No, but backwash.
I'm sorry.
Ooh.
Look, I'm so sorry.
You can pour it into here if you want. Do you mind backwash? I don't care.
I'll just.
Welcome to Soda Popture, everybody, where we make our guest stars do what we tell them to do. All right. Shall we move to the? We've got another drink, so you
It's
can
okay.
you can
Good.
you can wash your mouth out.
Richard said, Nick, could a horror movie tell that I'm not into horror movies and then change the genre? I don't know why he said Nick at the start, but he did.
Maybe it was a typo.
He might be talking to AJ's brother, who's also commenting.
So before we get into our next story, we're going to try a bit of. We had there was. I don't know
Whoa,
this
what is
called.
that?
Dusichis. The guys who were on Soda Popture last week had another flavour of this. This is pear flavour.
Oh,
By
that
the
sounds
look of it.
lovely.
Yeah, well, a nice
I'm looking
pear
forward to
flavour.
Was the
this
one last week
It's
good?
Russian. The last one was, I think, orangey.
No, but was it good? Not asking what flavour it was.
I didn't think it was good.
Okay.
But I had some off.
I don't have
off-camera.
high hopes then. Sorry.
Okay, but before we drink this, I am going to pour one out for Chris Pratt and Anna Faris's marriage, as the couple announced their separation this week.
Not ferret.
Isn't that a bummer?
I didn't even know they were married.
Didn't you?
What? Call yourself a pop culture fan?
When did I do that?
Why don't you
Yeah,
get
pass me your
educated
glass.
on this?
I'm here for the soda.
Look,
Yeah, it's Adam
even
comes
know
ready to talk
that-
about soda news. Like
I'm
Coke Zero.
a
still
soda
staying on the
fanatic.
shelves.
have you even heard about Brangelina? Okay.
Do you even know Brangelina? All right, to Anna Faris and Chris Pratt's marriage.
Oh, so sad. Do you think he finally watched Mom? Sorry, Anna. Big fan.
Well,
You kept it in.
speaking of watching moms,
What? Where is this going?
our next story. Do we want to talk about that first? It just tastes like the last one.
It's not very fizzy.
No.
That's probably because it's overseas, shipped here,
It's
right?
not a very strong flavour.
I feel like it's lost all its fizz in,
It's like a
in
cordial.
transport.
Yeah.
It's pretty weak. It's like watered down juice.
Yeah, it is. It is.
I think being fizzy would help it a lot.
Speaking of watching moms, abandon How I Met Your Mother spin-off to be revived.
What?
Who? So after finishing its series final, in 2014, a How I Met Your Mother female-centered spin-off titled How I Met Your Dad was developed, starring Meg Ryan as the show's narrator, much like Bob Saget narrated the original show. CBS ultimately passed on the pilot, and the spin-off was subsequently abandoned, rebooted again, and then abandoned again, until later this week when CBS announced that they were looking to revamp the project from scratch, ditching any previous ideas and iterations from the show, and aiming to have it on our screens by the next TV season. It is unclear if any of the proposed cast or writers will return to work on the show at this stage. Anybody here watch How I Met Your Mother?
I've watched a bunch of it.
Personally hate that show.
I don't like it either. What did you think,
It was
Lana?
just sort of on, you know.
Yeah,
one
it
of
was
those
on a
shows
lot.
That, you know, when it was on TV.
Very controversial ending. No one liked the ending.
It's one of your first cult Popture videos.
Fun fact, the first ever cult Popture video. If you scroll down our YouTube channel, you'll find it's a video of me talking to the screen for 10 minutes about a show I've never seen. I'd like to say I've come so far, but I'm basically doing that again now.
But you got guests. You got friends.
True. I've got friends this time. So
And Soda.
first thing that comes to mind, How I Met Your Dad. That's the title.
He wolf whistled at me out from a construction site.
Why didn't they call it How I Met Your Father?
Exactly. How I Met Your Father was actually the title of the second attempt at this that also abandoned. Now they've gone back to How I Met Your Dad again.
They should modernize it, make it How I Met Your Daddy, and then
It's like
That's
well,
true.
fun.
Yeah. Well, there you go. It feels like I've gone on record saying that I'm not a big fan of laugh track sitcoms. I think it's
is that what this is? Right.
it's an age. Well, I'm assuming because How I Met Your Mother was.
Yeah.
It's an age. It's like a prehistoric way of making television, and I was hoping that maybe we're past that.
Wow.
I don't know. Maybe it isn't going to be. I mean, there's a Big Bang Theory spin-off coming out. Called Young Sheldon, and that's not a laugh track sitcom, and actually looks kind of interesting.
Oh.
It's about Sheldon and when he's a kid, and it's set in the 80s. And it looks
What will decide whether that's a good show or not will be
The actor?
100%.
Yeah.
If the actor is fun to watch, then it doesn't really matter what the rest of the show is like.
If you watched How I Met Your Mother, are you excited for How I Met Your Dad? And leave a comment on how you did meet my dad.
Richard said, "You guys are so well equipped to talk about How I Met Your Mother."
Oh.
Seeing as none of us are really fans of the show.
Well, I think that makes us equipped. Like, I've seen enough of it to know it's not my thing.
It'd be nice if we had a fan, someone who didn't really care for it, and then someone who actually disliked it. But we've got someone who saw a little bit of it.
I took a gamble. I didn't ask Lana if she liked it or not. I was like, she's a comedian. She might like a comedy show. It's not very good.
It's fine. It's fine.
Okay. But we need someone here who loves it. We've just got two people
Alright,
who don't like it.
I'm going to shift. I love that show.
What?
Barney Stinson.
Yeah.
True story. Like, best meme of the century. Are you kidding me? And like how he was also always like,
picking up checks
all
the
You
time.
want to watch me objectify women and glorify
That was
it?
so
this
funny.
This is how we do it.
And he pulled it off so well, being a straight man.
Being a straight actor. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of How I Met Your Mother, and despite the fact that I want to make a good level playing field for talking about it, I want to not like it even more than I want to do that.
I just don't like reboots in general. Have they ever worked?
Only very recently have like TV shows coming back been received well. Twin Peaks is getting good reviews.
Right.
I think Samurai Jack I didn't hear anything bad about. But
the Gilmore. Have you guys seen Gilmore Girls?
No, but I heard it was terrible.
The reboot of that was pretty weird.
Yeah. What was weird about it?
Just the actors seemed awkward in the roles, and
Right.
I don't know.
Have they changed quite a lot?
Yeah, it wasn't about their physicality.
No, I'm not talking about their appearance, but have they changed their demeanor?
Yeah, it didn't seem as quippy. It was
right. Right.
Like an old man trying to be who he once was.
Oh, let him be.
Let him die.
You went there on your own.
All right, so that brings us to the end of our main news stories.
Benjamin McCarthy is watching.
Oh, hello, Benjamin McCarthy. Now we're going to play a little game, guys.
Yay!
So this game is called Big If True. So how this is going to work is I'm going to give you each a thing that has been reported this past week. You have to tell me if this is confirmed or unconfirmed. So, but all of these things are legit being talked about, and they might be happening.
Okay.
But some of them are
rumors.
actually confirmed, and some of them are like
Right.
in
Rumor mill.
talks.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and the loser
Okay.
has to drink.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh no! Welcome to Soda Popture, where we
Make you do
force
stuff
people
you don't
to-
want to.
Oh dear.
So, Adam,
Yeah.
first up, Big If True. Riz Ahmed.
Big of true?
Big If True.
F true. Okay.
Big if true.
You need to enunciate.
Enunciate.
That's the one.
Riz Ahmed. Are you interrupting? Riz Ahmed of Rogue One and the Night of Fame has been cast as Carnage in Sony's upcoming Tom Hardy Venom film. Is that confirmed or unconfirmed?
Confirmed.
That is unconfirmed.
Damn it.
Ahmed is reportedly in talks to star in the film as a popular
Yeah.
Marvel character. No word yet on whether or not. he's
Yeah, I
Carnage.
glanced that online and I assumed it was confirmed.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Lana. Lionsgate will be making more Twilight and Hunger Games movies to expand both series into their own cinematic universes.
I'm gonna go unconfirmed.
That is unconfirmed. That's 1 point to Lana. Lionsgate CEO John Filthimer has
Filthy
stated
man.
that they are filthy man has stated that they are interested in creating spin-offs for both properties, but are waiting for Stephanie Meyer and Suzanne Collins, the authors of Twilight and Hunger Games respectively, to be ready to tell more stories.
I would be more keen for more Twilights than more Hunger Games.
That's interesting because I would say
I would also say the opposite. I think
I don't want either, but like Twilight doesn't lend itself to more stories as much as the Hunger Games does.
because Twilight is about characters, really, like at its core. Whereas I feel like the Hunger Games is about a world.
Yeah, man, totally.
And you could go anywhere else in that world and it would be interesting. Whereas with Twilight, it's just the world we live in, but with vampires.
But I've read Twilight spin-off books with stories
Like
that I
fan
hope
fiction.
they make.
That's true. I've read them as well.
The
Were
short,
they
the
written
short
by-
Second Life of Brie Tanner.
Yeah, they can make a movie out of that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
well,
they could, I guess.
I haven't read them, so
All right, Adam. Next, is this confirmed or unconfirmed? It's big if
confirmed.
true, that's for sure.
it's confirmed.
The Coen brothers are making a Netflix TV series.
Confirmed.
That is confirmed. That is 1 point to Adam.
That was a guess.
The Ballad of Buster Scruggs will come to Netflix in 2018 and will be a western featuring Tim Blake Nelson as the titular cowboy Buster Scruggs.
Damn, that sounds cool.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that
I
now.
cannot lose this game.
So we're one each.
Yeah, well, yeah, and if you draw, I have to drink it. So, maybe you could team up against me. I think you can actually do that.
Yeah, like if you know the answer, just get it wrong so that we're on the same score.
Lana, Carl Urban Carl Urban.
I think it's
Urban.
Urban. It's spelled
Is-
Urban though.
He is
isn't it?
returning as Judge Dredd for the TV series sequel to the 2012 film. Confirmed or unconfirmed?
I'm gonna go with confirmed.
It's unconfirmed.
No.
Carl Urban has said he is in talks to return and would love to appear, but the as of yet, what the heck have I written here? But as of yet, the show entitled Judge Dredd Mega City 1 is yet to even land a network. So it might not even be
I
done.
just got another message saying that he's confirmed now. So I'm good.
So that's what is
Richard and Nick are just having private conversations in the comments thread.
well, we'll ignore them until they stop.
Say something useful
silent
and
treatment.
constructive.
So, Adam,
I'm ready.
King of the Hill is getting revived for new episodes. Speaking of revived,
I feel like this has been a rumor for a long time, but has it changed? Has it been confirmed? I'm gonna say rumor, unconfirmed.
it is unconfirmed. It's 1 point to Adam.
How many more?
Though there's only one more. Though Fox are having conversations with series creator Mike Judge, which could see the return of the satirical conservative Texan family to be viewed through the lens of the current political climate.
That would actually be really interesting.
It would be.
They would be Trump supporters, right?
Yeah.
I like to think
Well, they're conservative.
Hank Hill would want to be a conservative supporter but not want to support Trump. That's what I would do.
Yeah.
So he's like conflicted for the
Yeah.
first time. Last question, Lana. The third film in the Guardians of the Galaxy series will bid farewell to the current lineup of Guardians.
Unconfirmed.
It's confirmed.
No! Really?
That was one
shocking.
I would have got right.
Director
at least.
James Gunn stated this week that Volume 3 will be the final adventure where Chris Pratt's Star-Lord and his friends take the spotlight, which could potentially make way for the Ravagers, led by Sylvester Stallone's Stacker Ogord, to be the main characters in future Guardians films. I think that means you lose, and I feel real bad because I didn't
Wait,
tell
doesn't
you.
he have another turn?
No, that's it.
No, I got 2.
God.
I mean 3 turns.
Drink up. Welcome to Soda. You gotta finish your own.
I should have saved that.
As
yeah.
a chaser.
Okay. All right.
You don't have to drink all
It's been
of it,
nice knowing you guys. This is an interesting way to go.
I think next time, AJ, you should put less in there.
But
Just
it's
save
very-
a little bit in
It's
each
very
one.
pickly. Oh my god.
Because that's a lot. That's like more
You
than
don't-
we've
you don't have
drunk
to drink
so
all of
far.
it.
Okay, I'll just have a bit.
However, unlike Lana, I hope that our audience will return to the show in the future. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed it, you can check out more Popture stuff on YouTube and Facebook. Lana, where can people find you? Do your thing.
Oh look, I do a lot of comedy at the Classic Comedy Bar on Queen Street, so you can check me out there.
Yeah, cool. So check that out. Thank you very much for watching, and stay popture. Stay.
Poppy.
Stay poppin', keep it poppin'.
Keep it poppin', everybody.
Hey.